My dear Swissies and Switzerland lovers, this is the third and final review of the year 2025. It is early September and somehow I have felt for quite some time that Rasta's time has come. I sense these things and that is why I often cried, knowing that this day would come soon. Even though as dog owners we know that our beloved pets usually go before us, that fact doesn't make it any easier. It's probably comparable to losing a child. It's hard to breathe, you fall into a deep hole and just cry for days on end. On the one hand, his illness, degenerative myelopathy, gave us the opportunity to say goodbye to him over a period of months. We filled his life and ours with as many beautiful moments as possible, but we had been doing this his whole life. Rasta accepted his illness with dignity and pride. I wish I had that strength and that unbroken will to make the best of every situation. We can all learn from him. Perhaps that was his purpose as a dog on this earth. On September 8, we let Rasta go. We were able to maintain his quality of life until his last breath. But it was still the hardest decision we've ever had to make in our lives. Hundreds of thousands of fans mourned with us, and we were overwhelmed by so much sympathy. It was the first time I had to share my grief with the public, but I hope I handled it with dignity and decency in the spirit of Rasta. After Rasta's death, we took his ashes on a kind of a farewell tour to some of his favorite places. Rasta sent us some signs to make saying goodbye a little easier. Sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. My dear Swissies and Switzerland lovers, I promised Rasta that I would take him on a kind of a farewell tour. On this tour, we will visit the places that meant a lot to us and where we were simply happy. These were usually places where Rasta could run around freely and where you could see in his face that he was happiest there. I'm taking you along on this tour. Of course, it will be emotional at times, but it helps me, and perhaps you too, to experience a form of a farewell that is no longer completely marked by tears and sad emotions. You will understand why I choose these places when you see them. Rasta loved it there more than anything else. My Swissies and Switzerland lovers, we are on our farewell tour for Rasta. Yeah, we will visit his favorite places. Yeah, and this was one of them. We are right now at Grindelwald and we have 4 degrees and some fog and it's cold and windy, and that's exactly that kind of weather Rasta loved. So let's go to one of his favorite little lakes, okay? I don't know if you believe in things like this, but Rasta's spirit is with us. We know that for 100%. I don't want to tell you the details because otherwise you would say I'm going crazy, but he is here. Yeah, you can believe me. Rasta loved this place because this place has streams, it has stones, and yeah, there are lakes when you walk a little bit behind. And yeah, especially in the morning, we loved to go up here. Yeah, especially in summer because it was so hot in the valleys, and up here it is, yeah, quite cool. We wanted to go to these lakes with Rasta this year, but we had to return in the half because he was not able to walk that long anymore. If Rasta would be here physically, he would be already here. But always, yeah, stopping and looking back if I'm coming. Yeah. Rasta wanted to go in every little lake here. Yeah. So this was one of his happy places. Oh, he so loved to walk around everywhere. Yeah, and just check if the water is good enough to go in, and yeah, he so loved it up here. Yeah, even in sad moments, there's always something beautiful around. Just open your eyes. Yeah, you need to practice this. I know that. But once you have it, yeah, it can save your life. Or at least your mood. What I think that the first part of this trip, was for Rasta, and now he ordered some moods for me. Thank you, Rasta! Yes, we are in Lauterbrunnen right now. Yeah, Rasta loves to be here. Not in the village itself. He loved to run outside the village. Yeah, and so I do a hike we used to do when we both were very fit as turnshoes. Yeah, so I will go up to Wengen. Yeah, we only wanted to make a short round, about an hour. Yeah, we went up on this path and we had a good time up here. Yeah, that was our corner. Ah, we had so many wonderful moments here with running Rasta. Happy place. Yeah, totally happy place. Oh, what a perfect trip for Lauterbrunnen. Huh? Oh, allez. Wow. Allez. Whee! Cool, huh? This is hard to describe again. Man, there are no words for this. No words. And please remember, Rasta is in every whisper of the wind, in every flower, in every waterfall, in every mountain, in every cloud. Yeah, because this was his kingdom. Yeah. Yeah, for me that's the hardest part. Yeah, he so loved to run around here in the fields of dandelions. Yeah, and so we have a break here. Yeah. I was so good in not crying, but then I saw this.
if you think about me, don't be sad. Talk about me and be brave enough to laugh. Let me some space between you. The same space as I had in life. Oh.
We reached the Gornergrat. We are now 3,000 meters above sea level. At this altitude, it is difficult to breathe. That's why you should take it slow up here.
Snow for Rasta. Oh, he would love it. Yeah, it's not that much, but yeah, it's white somehow.
With a little luck, you can see ibexes on the Gornergrat. Here, we see an ibex mother with her little one. I don't know why animals always be in my videos.
I don't know how long we weren't here. That was one of our really favorite rooms, and Rasta so loved to be here too. Ah, it's so different without him. And breathing is hard because we are up on 3,000 meters above sea level. Yeah. Oh, it is like coming home.
The room price includes a 4-course meal and breakfast. I mean, it's not like you can just pop around the corner to an Italian restaurant here, right? After dinner, it started to snow. I was looking forward to the next morning. During the night, I made another time-lapse video, hoping that the clouds would clear. When I looked at the time-lapse, I noticed that orange-colored fog clouds. In fact, the Jägerstube restaurant in the village of Zermatt opposite had burned down during the night. Apparently, the restaurant was completely destroyed.
No sunset, no sunrise today. But some snow! Yeah.
The next morning, it was snowing again. That would have been right up Rasta's thing, although he would have only smiled tiredly at this small amount of snow. I was a little sad because I obviously had to delete many videos from here due to storage space. At this time, it was not yet possible to buy 6 terabytes of storage from Apple, but we all know that Rasta would have really enjoyed himself here. We walked to the Gornergrat viewpoint. We always had a lot of fun here with Rasta.
Ah, he would run around here like a crazy boy.
Rasta. Rasta.
One for Rasta. Peter is building a snowman. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to have a wonderful sunrise with the mother horn, but this is somehow so much better, huh? I mean, it's not so bad for the first snowman, huh? So Rasta, now your turn. Go ahead.
Rasta was a passionate snowman killer. This one wouldn't have survived long, as you can see in an earlier video.
At this place, we once made so many pictures with jumping Rasta here. Yeah, to get pictures like this. Yeah, but then he was very young and very fit. Oh, we have so many nice memories from here. Yeah, you can see the Riffelsee from here. Many of you asked me if I will think about to get a new puppy. And I have to say yes. We already knew it, that we will want to have another one, another white shepherd. Of course, we will check if he's healthy, you know, because we don't want to have this disease again. And we found a very good breeder, and hopefully we will get one in winter, in December. But she said it's probably summer. So we have to be very patient. But it is clear for me, you know, I miss a four-leg partner on my hikes. I mean, I already hiked alone for now more than half a year. And I miss it really. It is very lonely. And by the way, Peter is not that good in rolling in snow or digging for stones. Yeah, you see what I mean. You know that we are still on the farewell tour for Rasta, and when I say he's always with us, it's like this. So when we go somewhere like this lake, we say, Rasta would walk now here on the shore and wanted to go in, and then he was dirty again, and yeah. So we influence the things he did on a trip like this. So yeah, he's always with us somehow, and we laugh a lot. Yeah.
Once again, nature has given us wonderful moments, and I knew that Rasta would have loved this trip. After a hearty breakfast, we board the train that takes us back to Zermatt. The trip did us good. We were able to overcome another part of our grief and make room for new things. We hold Rasta forever in our hearts, and at the same time, we let him go. That's what life is all about. My dear Swisses and Switzerland lovers, it's the end of September and the trees are slowly but surely changing color. October is usually the month when nature shines in all kinds of colors. That's why this month, as beautiful as it is, always involves a lot of work. Because nature is beautiful everywhere at the same time, and I wish I had 10 clones of myself. Today it even snowed at 2,000 meters above sea level. And you know, Rasta loved snow. That's why today we're moving between two seasons, autumn and winter. Who can guess where we're going? We're taking the Seestraße from Brienz to Interlaken and then to the Jungfrau region. Now we only have two options. Either we go to Grindelwald or Lauterbrunnen. So what do you think? Right, we are on the way to Grindelwald. However, we are not staying down there. Grindelwald is only 1,034 meters above sea level, so we won't find any snow there today. We have to go higher. So we park the car in the Grindelwald terminal parking garage and take the Eiger Express up to Eiger Gletscher from there. The trip from Grindelwald terminal to Eiger Gletscher takes 15 minutes. And since we're once again traveling counter-cyclically, we have the entire gondola to ourselves. Soon the landscape changes. The lush green turns to white. Rasta would already have smelled the scent of white gold.
Yay! Snow! Look, about 20 centimeters. Oh, hi Rasta. Why aren't you here? Maybe you're. So now, after a leisurely walk from Eiger Gletscher to Kleine Scheidegg, we go and check in, and then we enjoy dinner. We ate so much. I had a rösti with raclette cheese on it. It's so heavy. So that's why we need to hike 4 hours tomorrow. Yeah, and now we wait for some evening mood. Yeah, and hopefully we see the Eiger with some sunrise, sunset colors. That would be nice, huh? We had always a good time up here. Yeah, and when we stayed overnight, and then after dinner we went out with Rasta, and he was jumping to the left, to the right. Yeah, super nice memories.
is not the happiest sunset ever, but at least we have a little cap on the Eiger. Yes, the sunset cap. Yeah, but that's all, I guess. Look how small the train is comparing to the Eiger. It's like a Playmobil train. Wow. What a wonderful hike, huh? Crazy schön. The mountain over there, this is the Wetterhorn. Yeah. Such a beautiful day today, huh? I'm so deeply relaxed. I think we hiked now since 2 hours and we still haven't seen one person. Yeah, so cool, huh? Okay, I have to do some correction. One correction. There is one human. Yeah, the first we see today. And we have some mini moose here on the way. Now, mini moo. Hoi. Hello. It's salty, maybe. I don't know. Huh? Yeah, you try. You can try. Hoi. Yeah, good girl. Hey, good girl. Huh? Yeah, good girl. Bye bye. You know, usually people travel to Switzerland in July and August, but it's better to go earlier or later. Yeah. Well, this year is very special. There are people at every time. Yeah, since February. Yeah, this is our overcrowded Switzerland. Yeah, you have to know where and when. Gal Rasta? Yeah, then nothing is crowded. Rasta, there's a fountain to drink. Drink Wasser. Wasser trinken, Rasta. Rasta is already smelling the creek. Rasta, nee. Nee. Too much water, gell? Come. Whee! Allez. Imagine in about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, everything here is in different colors. And then we still hopefully have some snow on the mountains. And the colors below, this is the best. So many crazy views here on this hike, huh? My dear Swissies and Switzerland lovers, as you know, October is always a busy time for me. And this has mainly to do with the changing nature. With the first cold temperatures at night, the trees change color and the unique spectacle of colors begins. However, this spectacle is short-lived because often the autumn storms come soon and sweep away all the leaves. Then the trees are ready for winter. The first snow has already fallen on the Grindelwald Pass. The rugged landscape up here seems even rougher and colder than usual. Soon it will no longer be possible to drive to the other side for many months. Most alpine passes in Switzerland are closed in winter. Our destination today is Bettmeralp. How often have I been here with Rasta? And we always stayed at the beautiful Hotel Waldhaus, almost the only dog-friendly hotel up here on Bettmeralp. To get to Bettmeralp, we drive from Brienz over the Grindelwald Pass through the entire Goms Valley, and then reach the valley station of the cable car that takes us up to Bettmeralp. Bettmeralp is part of the Aletsch Arena tourist region. This is a popular skiing and hiking area, and the various viewpoints offer breathtaking views of the Aletsch Glacier. The cable car ride takes about 7 minutes, and then we are at 2,280 meters above sea level. Few trees grow up here. It is the kingdom of fair and large trees, which will soon change from green to gold, at least the large trees. The Hotel Waldhaus is only a 3 minutes walk from the cable car station. It is nice to be home again. So, we have again the Holz 100 room and the number 13. Yeah, usually Rasta goes first, but he's not here. We get to stay in the Holz 100 rooms. These rooms have been specially made from sustainable wood from the surrounding area. They smell wonderful, and the window front invites you to gaze into the distance. I love this room. It's not exactly cheap, but it's really worth it. I feel like I'm in a second home here. You'll also be spoiled with culinary delights here. In the evening, we can help ourselves to a hearty meal. First, we serve ourselves at the salad buffet, and then the main course is served. Since it's been a while since I took this video, I don't remember exactly what I ate, but as always, it was delicious, and there was even room for a small dessert. During the night, I took a time lapse on the balcony. and in the next morning I was ready for breakfast. Today we have something new planned. We're going to hop on our e-bikes and ride to a place called Fluhalp. We're already been there with Rasta, but then we set off from Fluhalp. It would be much too far from here.
I look like a pig.
When the glacier was at its highest, Fluhalp naturally took on the role of an ice dam lake. These are lakes that temporarily or permanently do not drain because of the glacier. During the 19th century, Lake Fluhalp, with a length of up to 1.6 kilometers and a width of 500 meters, was an impressive sight. Today, the mountain lake is called Hindersee and is still around 100 meters long.
So now, first goal is reached, and the woman from the bike rental told me that there is a very nice viewpoint up there. Yeah, Plotten. So we will check it out. The woman also told me that you can see the Allergy Glacier from here. Yeah. I'm so curious. In summer, the whole area down there is full with wool grass. Yes. But now it looks so wintry. There is a brave rest of wool grass here. Yeah, I think they're just here for me. Thank you, woolgrass. Ooh, Allergy Glacier. Yeah, let's go closer. What you see over there is a glacier cave. But it is not recommended to go in, especially when it is warm, because it can't collapse every time.
During our last visit a few weeks ago, it rained here and we had no view of the mighty Matterhorn, which towers above Zermatt. This time we are not going up to Gornergrat. We would like to show you a beautiful hike that leads us to the Fluhalp at the end. To do this, we have to get off the train at the Fluhalp station.
There is such a good smell in the air. Some, I don't know. Yeah, of course trees, but I can't tell. So sad. But look. Some of them are already turning into golden. They're already golden here. Hi. We are here at the right time. And don't forget to look back. Where we hike now was once glacier. Yeah, you can see the border of it. Yeah. Many years ago, we were here with Rasta. He was about 4 years old. And he had zoomies here. This is the Grindisee. Yeah, you probably know this one, right? Yeah, we were here many, many times. It was probably too hot in summer. Yeah, because it is that green. So all plants, they come in summer when it's too hot.
After about 2.5 hours, we reach our destination, Fluhalp. There we are treated to culinary delights and enjoy our well-deserved lunch dinner with view of the Matterhorn. By the way, we're staying here tonight. I'll show you the room.
So now, it's like coming home again. Yeah, the room with the best view.
We went to bed early so we could witness a breathtaking sunrise the next morning.
It is the early morning at Fluhalp, and we have some colors, and we have some really, really funny clouds on the Matterhorn. Yeah, I'm doing a time lapse, as you can see. Yeah, I'm curious. Huh? Will we get colors or not?
You have a little time to think about this question. Let's turn back the clock a little.
We have almost a reflection here. Almost. Yeah, we need to wait for the reflection, Rasta. Gell? No. Nicht reingehen. I love moments like this. Rasta would prefer to go in. I know. Rasta is having a blast. It's good to see him like this. He's still such a child.
while Rasta is still playing with the stone, I am doing a time lapse. 2 time lapses at the moment. Yeah, one portrait modus and one landscape modus. Yeah, to get the best results. Oh, Rasta looks gorgeous. I need to do a picture with him later. We have a promising next morning, and today we will hike down to Finland and taking the gondola up again from Sunneka to Blauhead. Yeah. I hope to see the Matterhorn again. It is even beautiful without seeing the Matterhorn, huh? It is. Ooh, we have some light on the trees. Thank you, sun. Fog is moving in. They announced some storm in the next few hours. Yeah, then we need to be back at Fluhalp. And because of the announced storm, we go not down to Finland, we go to the gondola station Sunneka. Yeah, and then we go up before they close it. On the way from Blauhead mountain station to Fluhalp, we met the pretty black-necked goats again. And soon our friend Jaroslav was due to show up. You should know him by now. I can only recommend subscribing to his YouTube channel. He makes beautiful films. But until then, I lost myself again with the black-necked goats. Life and death belong together. And in difficult times, it's important to refocus, to focus on the positive things in life. And that's what I'm going to do again. I will carry on Rasta's legacy, showing the beautiful and simple things in life and the beauty of nature in Switzerland. But this is easier with the help of 4 legs. It was a little doggy thriller. We had actually found a breeder who promised us a puppy if the female dog had successful mating. But unfortunately, the romantic encounter did not bear fruit. Our hopes for a new addition in February died. We were disappointed and sad, and we fell back into an emotional hole. On November 12th, we got a call from the breeder again. A colleague from the same breeding association had a male puppy available. The puppies were born on November 11. It was important to us that all possible genetic diseases were ruled out, and we met with the breeder a few days later. It was a very good meeting, and we decided to give one of the 8 puppies a home. We weren't allowed to visit the puppies for the first 2 weeks because their immune system weren't fully functioning yet. But then the first meeting took place. But how do you choose the right one from all these cute puppies? I asked Rasta for help. I still talk to him often, and since he is still with us in spirit and will remain so, I asked him for a dream in which he would reveal the color of the dog's collar to me. Nothing happened for a long time, but last Friday night he sent me a dream in which the puppy with the blue collar appeared and stretched out his paws toward me. Whether you believe in such things or not, it was clear to me that I would not ignore this dream, and that is why this cute little guy is our little Rasta.
Das wucht. Bon appétit.
The name Rasta will remain. After all, kings are often named after their ancestors, and so little Rasta will simply carry on the legacy of King Rasta in his own unique way. Welcome him and give him a chance. He has everything he needs for a beautiful, fulfilling and dog-friendly life.
It was a hard choice, but this is Lil Rasta. Say hello. Bist begeistert? He's totally excited, but he can't show it. Gell? Welcome to our world.
We are looking forward to this new chapter and to our new family member who will be moving in with us on January 8.
Oi. Ja. Fight session. Huh? Fight session. Who's the boss? Huh? Rasta is the boss at the moment. But it can change anytime. Yeah. Now they are able to go outside. Yeah, into a bigger world. Gell?
With this happy news, I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Live in the moment, focus on the beautiful things, and miracles will happen.